So we just got to Playa del Carmen. It was a little too early to check into our hotel, so we just dropped our bags off and we went to a fruit stand and got fresh mango fresca. It's super, super good. And then we stopped and now we're at Taqueria and then Russell got the tortas and I got quesadilla, both asada because I love steak. And I did not get this on camera. I wish I did. We were walking and it's super hot today with our backpacks and everything. This man was selling ice cream, so I asked like what flavors he had. It was coconut, and there's a lot of coconut, like fresh coconut here. He had coconut ice cream, like shaved ice, and we only got one because we weren't sure, and it was so good. It was only 30 pesos, so super cheap, really good.
Actually, is this hot?
I think this one's spicy?
It's spicy. Habanero.
Este es puro chile habanero, amigo. Pica bastante. Este es mexicana, un poquito menos.
Good?
That's really good.
Very good. Okay, it's huge.
I know. So was mine.
Very good. Always suggest doing, I mean, unless you guys want fancy dinner to go to, literally always get street food. It's the cheapest and it's usually the best. Okay, so the lunch that we just had was a total of 120 pesos. And you saw how huge his torta was and then how big my quesadilla was. So much more cheaper. And they're so nice. They always have like the best customer service, and it's just a more fun experience because it's more like authentic, local, and you'll probably enjoy it a lot more. But one of the sauces was like super spicy for me. I was dying. I was like holding the mango water in my mouth for like 10 minutes because I just could not handle it. I couldn't do it. Okay guys, this is the hotel we stayed at. We stayed at Hotel Casa de las Flores for 2 nights, including taxes and like the fees. It was $171. We really loved this hotel. It was so cute. The colors were so bright. The staff had great customer service, and it was pretty close walk to everything. So it was about maybe a 10-minute walk from the beach. You were very close to the strip of 5th Avenue, and then a lot of other restaurants just like in the area. So it was a really nice, like budget-friendly place to stay. It wasn't too expensive. It was a great space. It had great air conditioning, and I would highly recommend this. I'll leave a link to this hotel in the description so you guys can find it a little easier. But I 10 out of 10 recommend this hotel. Okay, it's our second day in Playa del Carmen, and right now we're on the hunt for, they're called colectivos. They're basically like little vans that are like taxis but are a lot cheaper than taxis. And we're heading over to a place called Cenotes, Catalina, I believe. There's like 3 cenotes right next to each other, all within walking distance, and it's only 20 minutes away from here. Okay, so we're having some trouble finding the right colectivo. So I guess they only go to certain places, so you have to find the right one that's going to take you to that area. And with the language barrier, it is kind of difficult. So we've found 2, but they weren't going to the right place. So now we see a whole bunch of them in this gas station. There's a whole bunch. So this, hopefully at least one's going to the area that we're trying to go to. And we'll show you what it looks like. Yes. No. Oh, nice. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got dropped off by the really nice driver guy, but then those guys said, no, this is not the area you need to go to. You need to walk 2 more blocks and go left. So now we're looking again. And I would say probably the most like time-consuming thing out here is transportation, because colectivos are a lot cheaper than taxis, because taxis like to charge up the ass, especially when they know that you're just like in town visiting tourists. They'll try to really like bump up that price. Okay, I think we finally found the right place. Okay guys, after very long quest, and our driver actually passed the cenote, so I had to like yell it out. Now we're here.
Go for it.
From looking up, it doesn't seem like it's that high, but when I jumped down, it literally felt like 10 minutes. It was really high. Walking to the next one. Blue. And there's like this little cave. And now we're back on the other side. We just got our wristbands for Cenotes. Then it was the exact same price as the last one, so 200 pesos a person, $20 to get in, so $10 a person, which is not bad at all. He said it's about like a 6-minute walk to get all the way down to where it is, because it's a little more inland, and we get to see like little wildlife along the way, so it's not too bad. We made it on our trek to Cenotes or Eden, something like that. But this one's a lot bigger, just pool. The other ones were kind of separated, and there was like 3 or 4 that were a little smaller, but this is just one big one. Like some people are doing scuba diving lessons right there. They're doing snorkeling over there on that side, and then people are just kind of free swimming and jumping over here. And they're barbecuing here, and it smells really, really good. But yeah, let's jump into this one. Maybe Russell will jump off the cliff this time. But I'm gonna get my life jacket on because I'm not the best swimmer, so I don't die, and we'll show you guys how this one goes.
Go. Aside. No.
Okay, so now we're leaving Cenote Eden. The only thing I would say Cenote Cristalino was a little better was because they did not charge for life jackets. This place charged 25 cenotes, 25 pesos to like rent a life jacket. So I just stayed in like the shallow kind of area and like standing on some rocks with like holding on to a rope that went all the way across. Just keep that in mind. If you come, life jackets are not free at this one, but they are free at Cenote Cristalino. So hopefully we can find a ride back. So we found a colectivo like really fast as soon as we left that cenote, because we saw some ladies that were leaving and they went across the street and they were waiting kind of like in this dip area. So we're like, oh, okay, that's probably where they're gonna be. And so we crossed the street and we were standing in the median, and we saw one pull up and it said Playa and then Tulum. So I mean, you know, depending on which way you are in traffic, that's where they were gonna go. So I was like, oh my gosh, like we have to cross the street to catch this one. And so we ran across traffic to catch this bus. And there was a van like honking crazy at us and stuff. They weren't even that close, but we did risk our lives to catch this. But it was really fast. And again, it only cost 70 pesos. So real cheap, real effective way to get around. Maybe don't run through traffic like we did, but hey, it worked and we got here pretty fast. So not too bad. Oh, you get like a whole chicken?
Oh, you get half of that?
Yeah. That was probably one of the cheapest and best meals we've had here so far. All of that with the 2 Cokes and the big old thing of the half chicken, not even a full one, that came with rice, salsa, tortillas, and something else. It was only, oh yeah, onion. It was only 120 pesos. That is super cheap. So what, all of that for just $6 about? So that's what I say, guys. Just, you want to have like the most authentic, best experience, don't really eat too much on like the strip area where all of the like bars and everything like that is. If you go somewhere and you see that it's a whole bunch of locals eating there, you're probably at the right spot. And that's what we always noticed. This place was always packed, and now we know why, because it was bomb. Later that night, we found this little Italian restaurant that seemed pretty packed. So yes, we ate Italian while in Mexico. And then we found out that we actually did not have that much cash on us, which really sucks. So we can only order like the bare basic minimum food items that they had. So this is us splurging on freaking pizza. And on our last morning, we ate at this place that was right across the street from the hotel. It was so cute. It had great food, great customer service again. And we found this cute little table that was in between the trees to sit at. I freaking loved it. It was amazing. So we're on 5th Avenue right now, and last night I completely forgot to bring it with us when we were going out to all the different like bars and restaurants and things like that. But this is pretty much like a mini Las Vegas strip. It goes almost like way down. We pretty much walked up until the end where it was started to be just a lot more restaurants, low-key. But this entire area really does have like all bars, all clubs. Seems super fun. There's some rooftop bars, but I will say on this strip it's a lot pricier. If you go just a little off this main 5th Ave strip and you go to one of the bars that are a little more local, it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot more like authentic. You'll see a lot more locals there, because a margarita here will be around 200-300 pesos, and if you go to get a margarita at like a local bar off the strip, it's like 90 pesos. So there's a huge difference. So just be a little smarter with your money if you want to be more of a budgeter when you travel. Stay away from like all the tourist areas, or do like we did and we just walked the strip and then went to 7-Eleven and got drinks because it was super cheap, and we just drank it as we were walking. So saves you some money.